What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out the new 2025 Hyundai Tucson. This one is a limited finish in Ecotronic Matte Gray with an MSRP around $41,600. So comment below, is Hyundai the king of the crossovers? Do you think the newest Tucson is the way to go? There are a lot of really nice crossovers for around 40 grand. Do you think Hyundai is the best? I will say, unfortunately, this is dirty. It's freezing out. There's no way to wash it, but the matte color is super cool. Popping the hood open, you don't have any gas struts, so you do have just a little prop rod, but you're going to see the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder. This makes 187 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque. It is front-wheel drive, has an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it can tow about 2,000 pounds. Along with that, curb weight is a little over 3,600 pounds. It runs on a 14.2 gallon fuel tank, and you're expecting 25 miles per gallon in the city with 33 out on the highway. Of course, hybrids are also available on the new Tucson. Now, the newest style update for 2025, these are all lights, which is really cool. The old one continued down another row or so. Now we have this lower grille, which I think really does a great job splitting up all those daytime running lights. So if you hit some of the buttons, you can see how they light up, which is a really cool, unique design. Headlights are over here. You got a quad beam LED, a little functional vent to allow some airflow. Parking sensors are all throughout it, and I like the blacked out Hyundai badge with that forward-facing camera. Okay, parking sensors and then this matte trim all throughout it. I think it looks great, honestly. It really is stylish, a bit unique comparing it to everything else. And then the hood has some sharp body lines cutting into the glass too. It's a really, really cool color and car in general. I think they nailed it. For the side, you're gonna get a nice set of dual tone wheels. You can see the multi-spoke, a little bit of plastic material for the fender, and then there are really sharp body lines all throughout the side. I love all this cool style, cutting every which way. You got body colored on the mirrors along with the integrated camera. You have the lights as well, and then silver trim throughout the whole side. It has a nice texture to it as well in back. And then we have roof rails in black, panoramic sunroof, and for the side profile, has a really good profile itself. The proportions are nice. I like how the plastic black kind of fades its way into the whole side skirt, just to give you a little bit of a rugged style, but also some nice character throughout the entire design. Got a really sharp line now into the rear, and I love how the LED bar in back all ties together. Get the really cool look for these taillights. Hyundai badge is all integrated into the glass, which is a cool style as well. And then down below, you're gonna get plastic on the rear bumper, some lights down below as well with this silver trim, parking sensors, your logo, and it really does come together to make this a really cool looking crossover. Moving on to the interior, there's gonna be a button way down here. You can just press that, and we have the power lift gate that will automatically open up. You have a pretty good amount of storage space. You can also pop the floor open. You do get a spare tire in here with extra storage. So nice amount of overall interior space, and I really like, you have a light, but you also have these grab handles to fold down the seats. That is a great touch. I think more vehicles need that just to make it super accessible, but as you can tell, we have a ton more space now. You can press that, and then entering through here, you can take a look at the seats. You can lock them all the way down. They're gonna fold nice and flat. And as you can tell, we have a lot of space. And then pulling this recline lever, we can lift this back up. These seats are also going to recline in general. You can push them all the way back, or they can be nice and straight up. So really good use of space there. And then taking a look at the interior for the back, you're gonna get plenty of leg room, got cargo nets, air vents, there's USB plugs as well, and it's a really comfortable seat. You can see in the center, this will fold down for an armrest as well as extra cup holders. And then if I just pull this one back up, we can get this into the up position to see the differences in recline. But really can't complain at all for the back seat. And then along the door panel, you're gonna get a nice two-tone. I like this interior spec overall with the black as well as the gray. You have some fabric material, some synthetic leather materials as well. And then I like the perforations as well as all the smooth materials. Making our way to the front for the key fob itself, of course, you have that Hyundai style. We have that smart park feature right here, so you can drive it forwards and back with the key, which is a pretty cool design for Hyundais that you've seen on a lot of these vehicles. Now with my foot on the brake, let's go ahead and fire it up. So you're gonna get the memory seating as well, and then more of this nice two-tone material across the door panel, all of your controls, aluminum release handle. And then for the steering wheel itself, you have some black leather for the surround, and then contrast stitching, silver trim, lane keeping, steering intervention, all that. And then we have this pages icon where we can scroll through the center, see a few different things. And then you also have the roller dial where you can roll up and down and configure more things. Now with the turn signals, you have the cameras, which is a great integration, more Bluetooth and audio controls, steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. Drive select is down below, and then we have the stalk up here for windshield wipers, turn signal headlights on the left. Down below we have interior lighting, parking brake. You also have the trunk as well as the traction control. One of your air vents, this fabric, and then some nice soft touch up on the dashboard along with a heads-up display. Got more of this faux stitching that kind of integrates into the door panel, and then I like how the gray also integrates with the fabric and a nice little storage bin. You have all your air vents throughout the center, and then the multimedia screen. I think Hyundai did a good job. It's got really nice large tiles. It's really easy to go into everything and to see things while driving. So it's super user friendly. I really like that. Going into reverse, you have a really nice backup camera with a top-down view. You can go through all these different views as well, which is a great touch. We even get a 360 camera, so you can easily see everything. Parking sensors pop up on the center display, and then P button, we are back into park. Got more of your air vents right in the center. All sorts of different toggles in the center for shortcuts, and I like how you have the integrated climate controls all throughout the center. Heated and ventilated seating, you have steering wheel heater, dual zone temperature, very easy to operate, and really don't have to take your eyes off the road. It's pretty simple overall. We have different plugs down below with a lot of hidden storage. Drive mode select right here. You can see the 3 different views. And then we have the auto hold, auto start stop, downhill assist, parking sensors, and cameras. Tons of storage throughout the center with wireless phone charging. Popping that open, we have a good amount of space as well. And then the glove box on the right side is about what you would expect. One last look at the interior. It's a nice place to be. Very well appointed, really good technology. It looks really cool. Got a massive panoramic sunroof too. All those controls, your dome lights, and garage door buttons underneath the mirror. So setting off now in the Hyundai Tucson. So limited front wheel drive, standard engine. This is a pretty comfortable car so far. I've got the seat in a really good place, got the heated steering wheel on, the heated seat on. You know, it's a pretty livable car, really good view around. All the mirrors and everything are doing a pretty good job. Over my right shoulder, no crazy blind spot or anything like that. Same thing with my left shoulder. So honestly, a really nice, easy car to just get used to. The armrests are also in a really good place. Really can't complain. I love the turn signals cameras. Those are a cool touch just to see around. Now, as far as the turning circle, I feel like some other crossovers in this segment are a little bit tighter. It's fine for what it is, just I've noticed some others are a little bit tighter. But nonetheless, if we go into sport mode, this is not a fast car, but let's get up and go just a little bit. It's peppy enough. I mean, it'll do the job getting you up to speed without really having a major concern. Doesn't really sound all too bad either. And I like how it does have a real transmission rather than a CVT. So it's smooth power delivery. It's decently quiet and comfortable. As we are cruising at higher speeds now, over 40, it's pretty quiet. This is a bad road, and actually it's really comfortable. The bumps are getting absorbed pretty well. The seat cushioning is good. The suspension, I feel like, is a pretty confident suspension, and there's really no road noise or wind noise or anything out of the ordinary. Seems like a pretty well built, well put together car. Everything on the interior is also really simple to use. It's just laid out in an easy way to operate. I think that is a lot. Just simple, but very nice at the same time. It looks up to date and kind of fancy, and yet it's actually really simple and pretty straightforward to use. And then of course, with the camera systems, you got the shortcut to it. You can really easily tell exactly what is going on, really easily see around the car. So just a good all-around crossover. I feel like that is just easy to get used to, even if you're not familiar with maybe Hyundais in general. I don't think there's a huge big learning curve or anything like that. Another cool little touch, whenever you do the roof, that sunshade opens really fast. There's some other cars I've been in where it takes forever. Kind of have to, I guess, tap it a couple extra times so the glass doesn't open every time, but it works really quickly and simply, which I do like quite a lot. I don't think as a driver there's really any major complaints with this new Hyundai Tucson. I feel like it just drives the way you would expect. It's comfortable, quiet, roomy, and you have all the features you're going to need. Great storage solutions as well, and I really can't complain. Seems like a great place to be for the money, and there's a huge spectrum of Tucsons, from hybrids, all-wheel drive. Really get one of these at your price range and loaded in the features that you desire. I really can't complain. Seems like a pretty nice place to be.